So after a demonstration I did on my last video, I have to clean up all of these, like actual like ammunition. It's live ammunition. I have to clean it all up. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that now. Verifying that my firearm does have a round in the chamber, because that's how I run it. An idea that I've had that most people should probably follow is to put their finger behind the trigger before they reholster, so you don't shoot your wiener off. Or if you don't have a wiener, you don't shoot your genitals off. That's just a good idea, in my opinion. I mean, so many people, they do, drills and all that. And they're like, I gotta do a drill. But in real life, you're not going to be reholstering anything. Because the cops are definitely going to take your firearm if you win that fight. And when you're in that fight in the first place, if you don't know, first aid, CPR, or anything like that, after you, down somebody and you're trying to keep them alive, it's two things: breathing and beating. If they're not breathing, you try to get them breathing. If they're not beating, you try to get them beating. If they stop beating because you're trying to get them breathing, stop what you're doing. You either want them better than what you're doing, or you want them to stay the same. You never want them to get worse. So in an instance like that, where you're trying to bring someone to justice and you're trying to bring them to, the officers, then what you do is you either learn those skills, especially if you have like a friend that's with you and your friend gets hit, you learn those skills or you don't. I am not military. I'm not prior law enforcement. I don't care about none of that. That's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. But what I will do is try to make myself a better, citizen, a better person that the police officers don't have to fight when it comes to, being a law-abiding citizen. That's why I got my permit. That's why is my wallet ripping? Boy, what the hell? I've had this wallet for so long. Like genuine, like it's been like since I was 9. It's been some years. Like 8 or 9 when I first got my first ever ID. But yeah. Oh, I could be cleaning these bullets up. Well, I'll talk. So I do have a mag loader, just because if you don't have one, you should probably get one. It just makes it so much easier to... Did I lose my pressure? It makes it so much easier to get that last round. Just do it. Trust me on that. Hold on. I might have too many... It works, but it's probably going to get jammed, so I should probably look into that. Separate from that, I like the feel of a full firearm as well. And you go ahead and you get your hands on it, and you get ready to say, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to shoot. Bam, 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 bam. And you unload inside of the suspect. Whatever. Squirrel brain. That's what I forgot. It's been 3 minutes already. That's what I forgot. So there was a video I did the other day. I don't know if it was the channel introduction or what, but I did not upload it because it was short form content. And I think I had this hat on. This is a hat from Primitive. It's Trunks from Dragon Ball. And Trunks is my favorite character. All-time favorite character. If you tell me that Trunks is broken or something like, I'm pretty sure he's different. But if y'all say that Trunks isn't like one of the greatest, I think you're being genuinely ridiculous. But separate from that, let me get my mess cleaned up before my wife gets home. You see this no watch? I got some hours. I got some time. But yeah, I don't even know what I should really be talking about right now. Oh, these magazines, although they say they're 15, they say they're 15, they're like 17. So the gun itself is like 17 plus 1. And then not to mention the P10C, that one is also like a 17 plus 1. Or like with like the attachments to the magazine. So that one's done. I should probably count one day. I think that might be a good idea. But somehow I always end up with like extra, you know, bullets to put in the magazines after I do stuff like this. And it's like, when you're playing around with like 3 or 4 different magazines, yeah, you may have some extras, but, you know, who knows? Who cares? If it's in the safety of your own home, you're good to go. But, yeah, hopefully, you know, this channel does grow. That is one thing that I do wish, is that I can get the point across on a realistic standpoint. Because most people, they're either extremists, and then they throw politics into it. Politics is not the conversation that I ever want to have, because y'all all sound dumb. Most politicians sound dumb. Most people who talk about politics sound dumb. Most people, even if they're super educated in it, they try to use big words, and then they sound dumb. So, if we can keep it open, honest, transparent, if we can have constructive criticism, you know, and also just, you know, make sure that we're all on the same page, or we don't even have to be on the same page. We can debate, we can talk about these things, we can enjoy ourselves, we can have fun. That's what I'm here for. That's my style of living. That's... That motherfucker shot. God damn. Bring it behind the trigger. Wait. Decock. Bring it behind the trigger. Ah! If we could have these conversations, that would be great. If I could find this bullet that just went flying, that would be great. If my wife doesn't have to find ammo on the ground, that would be great. Probably don't even know shoes. No. Did I have paper towels? No. It went in this direction. And I'm not gonna take the camera with me just because y'all don't need to see my disability. But where did the bullet go? There's a paper towel on the ground? Nope, not there. Do I have a vacuum? Oh, vacuum is it. You'll probably get caught in the vacuum and then go bam, 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 bam. Or shooting him. But you, oh, ain't. Ah! Alright guys, here's my first ever YouTube apology video. So, as you know, I just screamed. And it was probably loud because I got headphones in. This is my microphone. That is my little DJI clip on the shirt or on the magazine where you're like, hey guys. Hey guys. But, so, this apartment, when I got into it, my face dropped. Because it looks like the landlord special took over bad. The floors in here don't look as clean. So much so that I put plastic wrap in the bedroom because I felt more comfortable stepping on plastic wrap than I did stepping on their carpets in here. I have worn shoes all throughout this entire apartment from the day that I got here. And with that being said, I have always worn slippers as well. When I saw I was over there and the bullet is over here. When I saw that bullet, I went to step and my foot came out of the shoe, out of my slipper. My foot came out and I touched the carpet. I'm uncomfortable now. So, I know I said it earlier, in the last video at least, I just showered. I think I gotta go shower again. And I'll probably take a lighter and like burn off all the germs on my foot. I'm not showing my feet. Y'all thought you got me. But yeah, hopefully at the end of the day, I don't look like a pansy. But hopefully at the end of the day, I still don't care. You're not about to catch me blacking. And it doesn't have to be family friendly. But who cares? If you watch this video, if you like it, let me know. Outside of that, bye-bye.